Yeah. Coming to today class, we'll go for the one more software installation that is called ID software. So it's easy to start the practicals, right? Yes, to start the JDBC classes, JDBC means what? Java database connectivity. In your system, development setup first required. Development setup. How many softwares required over here? 3 softwares required. JDBC. One is like Java software required. I think in your system Java is installed, right? Yesterday class Oracle database required. Oracle is installed. Oracle is installed, right? And today class, yeah, today class we'll go for the ID software, guys. Before going to the ID, let me give some information about the Oracle database. Yeah, yesterday we stopped at Oracle database, right? Yeah. Yes, everyone is a completed installation process, right? Yes, please respond. Everyone is completed the Oracle installation. Still pending. Yes, try to complete the Oracle database installation, guys, first. Okay, good. So development setup, Java software, Oracle database required, and ID software required. Let me go for the Oracle database, like remaining queries, guys. We go for the remaining queries now. Yesterday class up to, we create the table, right? We create the table. Yes, we create the table. And after creation of the table, what? Tell me, guys, we create the table, right? We create the table, we insert the data. After inserting, we select the data, right? We select the data. Guys, to do the practical, just open the run. This is a run. Here you can type the SQL plus, click on enter button. SQL plus, make sure that name is correctly. Yes, SQL plus. Why SQL plus correct one, right? Okay, fine. Okay, sometimes it is not happening in my system. It's fine, no problem. Because can another way is open, how to open the SQL software. Run SQL. Tell me, run SQL what? Run SQL command line, right? Yes, run SQL what? Run SQL. Run SQL command line. Yes, run SQL command line. This is one, right? Yeah. Can you please open this one, guys? Once if you open this one, okay, it's asking like connection process. So CONN connect. CONN is what? Connect is there. Green text. Let me make it as a red. The font. Let me make it as a 28. Click on OK. Yes. Because username is what? System is username. Password is what? Ratan is a password. Connected database, right? Username is system. Password is what? Ratan, right? Yeah. Yes. How to create a table? Tell me. So create. Speak out. Anyone? Create a table. Table name. Yes. How to create the table? Create a table. Table name is what? EMP, right? Create table. Table name is EMP. Employee ID is number type. Employee name. Employee name is what? Varchar2 of 30. Varchar2 of 30. Employee salaries of type is number, right? Exactly. Let's create table. Table name is EMP. Name is already used by existing object. It means database table is already present, right? Exactly. Okay, select star from EMP. Select star from EMP. Then tell me, guys, any records are there in the database? No rows are selected. Let me insert some data, guys. To insert some data, how to insert data? Insert into, tell me here, insert into what? EMP values, right? Insert into EMP values. Employee ID and employee name and employee salary. Yes, anyone is today first class? Is it anyone is today first class? Yes. Some. Yeah, if you're today first class, at the end of the session, today I will share you the last class required sessions. Just you can check the required session about the last classes. Okay. Shamika. If anyone is today first class, guys, I will share the required session about the last classes. Okay. At the end of the class, I will share you the class notes and the required session about the last classes. You can check the classes. Okay. Good. Because insert into EMP values, let me insert the data. So 111 Ratan, 111 Ratan and what? 10,000.45, right? Exactly. Just put the semicolon, enter button, right? Yeah. Like that, guys, can you please insert one more record? First record is inserted and second record is what? Let me go for the 222. 222 Anu, let me insert. Next one is what? 20,000.45. Let me insert one more record here. triple three, triple three, Stravia, 30,000 point, right? Exactly. Yes, how many rows are inside total here? 3 rows are inside, right? First row, second row, third row, right? Yes, yes or no? How many rows are inside? Total 3 rows, right? Exactly. Yes, let me select the data. Select to start from, yeah, select to start from EMP. Then we got the output is what? Employee ID, employee name, and what? Employee salary, right? It's 3 rows you are getting us. Yes, let me update the data. Let me update data. To update the data, guys, query is very simple. Update EMP, update EMP. Yes, we are updating which table now? EMP table. Update EMP, set employee salary equal to employee salary plus what? 500 rupees. That's it. Yes, I didn't apply the condition here. If you didn't apply the condition, means what happened here? 3 rows. All rows are updated or not? Here we have the 3 rows, right? All rows are updated. After the execution of this update query, guys, can you please like select to start from EMP? See the output, guys. 3 rows are updated or not? We got the 10,500, 500, 20,500, 30,500, right? Because all the 3 records are updated or not updated? All the 3 records are updated, right? Exactly. So clear now? No, sir, I want to update the specific record. So to update the specific record, how can you update the specific record? Tell me. Update, tell me here, update EMP, set employee salary equal to employee salary plus 100 rupees, where employee salary is greater than 15,000. Tell me, guys, update the employee table. Set how much you want to set. Employee salary equal to employee salary plus 100 rupees. Where condition? What is the condition, guys? Salary greater than 15,000, right? Tell me, guys, now how many records will be updated now? 2. Guys, now how many records are updated here? Now 2 records are updated, right? Exactly. Click on enter button, guys. See the message here. 2 rows are updated, right? Guys, 2 rows are updated or not? Exactly. The 2 rows are updated, guys. If you want, you can see the output. Select to start from EMP. Guys, see 10,000, 20,600 and 20,600, right? Yes. Yes, sir. I want to change my Ratan into the some different name. Yes, to update the name, update EMP, set employee name equal to what? Triple X. Yes, set employee name equal what? Triple X. Set employee name equal what? Triple X, right? Tell me, our employee name equal what? Triple X, right? Yeah. You can write the where condition, guys. We can write like where condition, right? What is the where condition? Tell me. Yes, what is the where condition? Something like where employee ID equal what? 111, guys. So update the EMP, set employee name equal triple X. We need to update the employee name is what? Triple X. Where employee ID equal to what? 111, right? Now see the output, guys. 1 row updated, right? Yes, previously multiple rows are updated here. Now update EMP, set employee salary equal triple X, where employee ID equal what? 111, right? Yes, yes or no? Employee ID equal what? 111 or not? Exactly. Guys, select the data once. See, guys, here. Previously, first record is Ratan. Now Ratan is replaced with what? Previously it is Ratan, right? Now it is replaced with the triplex or not? Guys, yes. This is the way how can you work with update queries. Because yesterday I showed you database installation clearly. You guys please try to install the database clearly. You try to execute this all update queries. Okay. But here in the material I placed here. Update EMP, set employee salary equal to employee salary plus 500. Here how many records are updated now? In this line all the records are updated, right? Update EMP, set employee ID equal to 123, where employee ID equal to what? 111. Update EMP, set employee salary equal to 500, where employee salary greater than 10,000, right? It's very simple queries, guys. Don't feel like, sir, I don't know database. As a Java developer, these queries are good enough. As a Java developer, these queries are good enough. Just you can try to execute the queries one by one. Okay, good. Yes, let me next to go for the delete query, guys. I want to delete the data. Tell me, guys, I want to delete the data where employee ID equal to 222. Then how it will be? Employee ID equal to 222. Then you can go for delete. Delete from EMP where employee ID equal what? 222. Just delete from EMP where employee ID equal to what? 222. Guys, I think most of the guys still fee payments are not completed. Complete the fee payment so that they'll share the recorded session to your mail ID. So that by checking the recorded session, and you can do the practicals. And even they'll share the PDF documents regarding advanced material, right? Exactly. Okay, so delete from EMP where employee ID equals 222, right? Click on enter button, guys. One row complete, right? One row deleted, guys. Then select, because every operation you can do the operations. Yes, we can do the operation. Uh, Yes, can you hear me? Select after doing every operation, guys. We can select the data. Yes, after doing every operation, you can select the data, right? Select the star from EMP, right? Exactly. See, guys, I think Anu deleted, right? 222 deleted. Yes, sir, no, 222 deleted or not? If you want, you can apply some conditions also, right? Delete from, tell me, delete from EMP where, yes, delete from what? Delete from EMP where employee salary which is greater than 15,000. Tell me, guys, greater than 15,000 means how many records are there here? Delete from EMP. Yes, delete from EMP where employee salary is greater than what? 15,000. Huh? Exactly. This case what is output now? Yes, please respond what's output now. Delete from EMP where employee salary is greater than 15,000. Delete from EMP where employee salary is greater than 15,000, right? Now one record deleted or not? So we delete everything. Yeah, fine. Now delete from EMP where, yes, delete from what? EMP where employee salary is greater than what? 15,000, right? Guys, how many rows are deleted here? One row deleted, right? Guys, how many rows are deleted now? One row deleted or not? Guys, here every query is there. I will share this document with you today in protected test, right? I will share this document with you. Just you can do the operation, okay? Good. Okay, this is delete operation, guys. So we done the updation operation. We done the delete operation, right? Yeah. Here I want question, guys. Sir, with the delete operation, yes, as for the deletion operation, deleting how many records, guys? Specific records, right? Based on the particular condition. Yes, delete will delete the data based on the particular condition, right? But my requirement is I want to delete everything. Because I want to delete everything without applying any condition. Because I want to delete everything without applying what? Any condition, right? Exactly. Then how can you delete the data without applying any condition means you can go for the truncate command, guys. Truncate table name is called what? EMP. Guys, truncate table name is called what? EMP, right? Yeah, truncate table name is called what? The EMP. Truncate means what happened, guys? The table data will be truncated. Okay, the data will be what? Truncated without applying any condition. That is called truncate, guys. You will get the message table truncated. Guys, table is truncated, right? Yes, delete means what? Delete will delete the data based on what? Yes, delete will delete the data based on particular condition, right? Yes, delete will delete the data based on a particular condition. What about truncate? What about truncate? Truncate will delete the data completely without applying any condition, right? Yeah, but still table is existed, guys. Yes, deleted, not table Ranjan. All the data will be deleted. Exactly. Table still header part is existed. Table definition is existed. If you want to go for the drop table name, drop table. The difference between the drop and truncate, guys. Tell me what the difference between the drop and truncate means. Drop means what happened here? Complete table data and the table head definition also dropped. Guys, drop means what happened here? Complete data and the table definition also dropped, right? Guys, table definition also dropped. That is called drop table name. Okay, drop means what is complete table and table data also dropped. Truncate means what is table existed, only data will be dropped. Guys, only which one is dropped? Only data will be. Tell me, only which part is dropped? Only data will be dropped, right? That is called drop versus what? Truncate. Because table is dropped means what? You can see the drop command. Table is dropped, right? Because table is dropped means any data is present. There is no data, right? Exactly. Guys, to understand your JDBC, guys, these queries are good enough. You please try to do the practicals of these queries. What the queries, guys? Create a table query and a description of the table. Yes, create a table and what? Create a table under description of table and insert the data. Insert the data. Next one is what? Select the data. After insertion, select the data. Tell me, create the table, description of table, insert the data. Let's write the points here itself. Guys, to understand, like, to understand the points, guys, first you need to create the table. I hope you know create command. Create the table, description of table. Okay, description of what? Description of table, right? Exactly. After description, guys, here, insert the data. Insert the data. After insertion, create the table, description of the table, and insert the data. After insertion, select the data, right? Exactly. Select the data. After selection, if you want, update the data. After updation, if you want, delete the data. After deletion, delete the data based on what? Tell me, delete the data based on what? Condition. Next one is what? If you want, you can truncate the data. Truncate the data. Without condition, what is the truncate, guys? Without condition, without condition, it will drop the complete data, right? Without the condition, it will drop the complete data, but table is existed, right? Because without a condition, all the data dropped. Without a condition, it will drop the complete data, but table present, right? Exactly. But the table, okay, table present. Table not deleted, guys. Table not deleted, right? Yeah, exactly. Because truncate the data means this is the point, guys. You got the point, right? First point is what? Create the table, description of the table, insert the data, select the data, update the data, delete the data, truncate the data. Truncate means what, guys? Without condition, it will drop the complete data, right? Yes, without condition, it will drop what? Tell me, without condition, what it will do? Without condition, it will drop. Yeah, without condition, it will drop the complete data, right? But table not deleted, right? Table is not deleted. Next one is what, guys? Drop the table. Drop the table means what? Tell me, guys, what? Drop the table. Drop the table means what? It will delete the data. It will delete the data and the table also. Table also, right? So to understand your JDBC, guys, these are the commands are good enough. Okay, create the table, in description of the table, insert the data, select the data, update the data, delete the data, truncate the data, drop the table, right? Exactly. Is it clear now? Good. Because you please complete the small assignment. You try to do this example. It's not a big example, guys. You try to make the points of possibility. Create the product table, which contains the product ID, name, and cost. Create the product table, which contains the product ID, name, and cost. Description of the table. Print the description of the table. Print the description. Insert the 3 records. Insert 3 records. Print the data. Print the data, and based on the conditions also. Print the data based on what? Conditions. Print the all data and based on the condition. Print all the data based on the condition. Update the data. Update the cost. Okay. Can you please update the cost, right? Product cost, guys. Please update the product cost where something cost is greater than 10,000 like that, right? Yeah. Update the cost, guys. After that, tell me here. After that, update the cost. Delete the data based on some condition. Truncate the data. Drop the table. I done this all operations in the employee table, guys. You just try to do the all operations in the product ID, product name, and product cost. Even it is same data, when you do the practicals, you feel some confidence, right? You get some confidence. Yes, sir, no? Good. Just tell me, who will execute the CoreJava applications? Who is executing CoreJava applications?
JVM.
JVM, right? Exactly. Who is executing the CoreJava applications means JVM, right? Java Virtual Machine. Who will execute these queries? Yes, who will execute these queries? Yes, my statement is clear. Huh? Who will execute these queries?
Database.
Database means what? We have some component, right? What is the component name? These queries will be executed by one component, guys. That is called database engine. Okay, these queries are executed by one component, or the component name is called DB, database engine. You got the point, right? Database engine, the queries are executed by, here I can write some note, otherwise, the CoreJava code executed by, the CoreJava applications are, the applications are executed by, tell me, CoreJava applications are executed by JVM, right? Java Virtual Machine. The queries are executed by DB, guys. DB full form is what? The database engine, right? Exactly. Because when you trying to execute the query, guys, for every query execution, because when you're trying to execute the query, for every query execution, DB will perform 4 steps. Yes, DB will perform how many steps? 4 steps, right? What are the 4 steps? Step 1, query tokenization. Yes, for every query execution, the DB will perform the 4 steps, guys. The DB will perform the 4 steps. What are the 4 steps? Tell me. Yes, what are the 4 steps? Query tokenization. What do we tokenization? Divide the query into the small pieces, right? Yes, we done the queries, right? We done some queries up to now. What I am saying that who will execute these queries means DB. DB will execute the queries. For every query execution, DB will perform how many steps? For every query execution, DB will perform how many steps means 4 steps. First step is what? Query tokenization. What is the meaning of the query tokenization? Divide the query into the small pieces, right? Yes, divide the query into what? Small pieces. Break into small parts. Exactly. After query tokenization, guys, divide the query into small pieces. Then query parsing will be done. Parsing means what? Validation of the tags, right? Guys, validation of that what? Validation of the tags or not? Guys, query tokenization and what? Second one is what? Query parsing. Parsing means what? Query query parsing is nothing but validation of the tag, that tokens, right? Like all the keywords are correct or not, spellings are correct or not. Query parsing. Parsing in the sense validation of the query, guys. If you are doing any mistake, then immediately it is showing error message. Yes, if you are doing any mistakes, immediately it shows what? Error message, right? Query parsing is. Next one is what? Query optimization. Reduce the query to increase speed of execution. Query execution part last. For every query execution, DB will perform how many steps? Yes, for every query execution, DB will perform how many steps? 4 steps. Right?
4 steps.
What are the 4 steps? Tokenization, parsing, optimization, execution, right? Exactly. Have you got the clarity now? What do you mean tokenization mean? Tokenization means what? Divide the query into the small pieces. Divide the query into small pieces. Next one is what? Query parsing. Query what? Parsing, right? Next one is what? Query optimization. Next one is what? Query execution, right? Exactly. So very clear now. Query execution, right? Yeah, good. Okay, so how many types of Oracle statements? The Oracle statements are 5 types. These Oracle queries are what? 5 types. What are the 5 types? Tell me. Oracle queries, we written the queries, right? Delete, update, truncate, drop, insert, select, create. These all are the queries, right? So queries are 5 types. What are the 5 types? Tell me. DDL queries, guys. First one.
DDL, DML, TCL.
DDL means what?
Data definition language.
Data definition, right? It is talking about the data definition pointer. It is not talking about the data. It is talking about the table structure, right? Yes, table structure. Data definition, guys. The terminal is important. Data definition. It means what? Table structure, right? It will focus on the table structure, guys, basically. It will focus on table structure. DDL queries. Create the table, alter the table, drop the table, right? Create, alter, and what? Drop. Table structure, right? Yeah. Next one is what? Guys, DML queries. What are DML queries? Guys, data manipulation language. Now it is talking about the data manipulations. Inside the data, update the data, delete the data. It focus on what? DML, data manipulation language, right? Good. Next one is what? Guys, DCL queries. Data controlling. It means what? We need to give the permissions, right? Grant the permissions and revoke the permissions, right? Yes, grant the permissions and what? Revoke the permissions. That is called yeah, DCL, data controlling. Next one is what? Guys, transaction controlling. Generally, transaction means what? Set of operations is called one transaction here. Set of operations are called one transaction. Set of what? Set of operations are called transaction. You know, commit, rollback, save point. We need to commit the transaction, right? We need to commit the transaction and we need to roll back the transaction and we need to save the transaction, right? Save point. Commit and rollbacks, guys. See, practical I'll implement is all the points, not a problem. Okay, easier. Last one is the DQL queries, guys. Data query language. Data query language means what? Select, right? Yes, data query language. Data query language means what? A select query, right? Exactly. So total, how many types of Oracle statements? There are 5 types of Oracle statements, guys. One is a DDL query, second is a DML query, data definition language. Data definition language means what? It is talking about only table headers, right? Next one is a DML, data manipulation language. I think data control language. Next one is TCL, transaction control language. DCL, data query language. Select query, right? Exactly. Guys, I hope you got the clarity, right? What are the queries? Yes, to insert the data into the database, we need to write the queries, query language, right? Query language. How to install the database, how to write the queries, how to execute the queries. Is all the statements are clear or not? Yes, please respond. Is all the statements are clear, right?
Yes.
Select query, update query, delete query, truncate table, drop table. These are the code note. Create the table, find the description inside the data, select the data, update the data, delete the data, truncate the data, drop the data, right? To try to complete one small assignment, create the table of product description inside the records. CoreJava applications are executed by JVM, but the above queries are executed by DB. Okay, database engine. For every query execution, DB will perform how many steps? 4 steps. Query tokenization, parsing, optimization, execution, right? How many types of query statements, guys? Oracle statements are 5 types. Oracle statements 5 types. What are the 5 types, guys? Guys, what are the 5 types? DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, DQL, right? Exactly. Guys, I think everyone got some clarity about database, right? Oracle database, right? Yesterday class, we installed the Oracle database. We done some queries. Today class, we done some more queries. With that in your system, I think how many software is ready? Yes, in your system, how many software is ready? Java software is ready and Oracle database is ready, right? Exactly. Yes, any questions? Java software ready, Oracle database is ready. Tomorrow class, I will go for some ID initialization and I will show you ID explanation, some shortcut keys, and how to create the project in ID, how to change the Java mode to JWE mode. Okay, Java mode to what? JWE mode. So, no, so because like there are 3 parts of Java, no? JTSC, JW, JDM. How to change the mode, how to work with the ID, that I will tell you in tomorrow class. Okay. So with that, by tomorrow in your system, to run that softwares, to run the JDBC application, what are the softwares required? All softwares will be installed, right? So that Saturday, Sunday, you can take holidays. By meeting Monday class, we will start the JDBC first application. Because we will start what? JDBC first application, right? Exactly. Guys, that is our plan. And the guys who didn't pay the fees, complete the formality. And Nitin, I'm busy with some other works. Yeah, so I got some project actually. I'm busy with work. Definitely, Nitin, I will call you just to give me some time. Today, at least mostly today night, I will call you by 10:30 or 11 o'clock.
Ratan,
Tell me, Rakesh.
So actually, what is this duration? I mean, just I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Hmm.
Suppose how many days this JDBC and
20 days.
how these servlets and JSPs?
20 days JDBC, 20 days Servlets, 20 days JSP.
Okay, okay. So, and one more question is that so there is one batch which is started by you, going to start by you on May 9th at 10:30 a.m. Advanced Java
It is
offline.
offline, yeah.
So it is only for offline,
Yes.
or it is it possible to join some online folks into that?
No. Only offline.
Okay, okay. Okay, so just I asked you yesterday one question that are we going to be discuss this dynamic registration of the web applications through programmatic without web.xml and annotations?
Dynamic
Servlet context initializer.
You're saying Java-based configurations.
Sorry?
You're asking about Java-based configurations.
Yeah, right.
We have to see. I will check once. I will update you.
Okay.
We will make the application, not a problem. So even the Spring applications, we will do the Java-based configurations only. Initially XML configurations. Initially XML configuration, then we have the annotation part. After the annotation, we have the Java-based configurations, right?
Yeah, just we can avoid both just we can add the even servlet application or JSP application through program. I mean, by using some servlet context initializer, app initializers,
Yeah.
and by using handle types. So are we going to be discussed? That is what.
Yeah, we will discuss.
And one more question is, do we have classes on Saturday and Sunday?
No.
Future? So we will strictly follow this. I mean, we can complete within 2 months, right?
Yeah, 2 months.
Or it will extend.
Extend means mostly it's 1 week classes. Mostly extend. It's not like months and months.
Mhm.
First 1 week classes Monday to Friday. What I took the subject. You understood the flow, right? My
Yeah,
classes.
I understood that one. So just I'm not from India, so I'm from
Yeah.
North America. So and I'm working. So this slot is very busy slot for me. I mean 9:30 to 10:30. Already I'm working.
Okay.
So that's what I'm asking.
No problem. You will complete the course within 2 months.
And one more thing is that in JSPs, are we going to be discuss this tag hand customization of our custom tags? We can build our own tag.
Tag lib directors.
And this JSTL also, we are going to be
We'll
discuss all
discuss
these.
about the JSTL core tags, SQL tag, formatting tags, and I-89 tags.
Okay, XML we are not going to be discuss.
We will see. See, if you know those all the tags, you can do your updations. Otherwise, I will check once. I'll update you. It's not a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Actually, I have an experience in Java, so but I'm joining to refresh my
Okay, fine.
the updated things. I mean,
No problem.
what is what?
Yeah, I'm doing the microservices what modules, and I'm doing like the Spring Boot applications and Java configurations and all. The guys who is dealing that data, this SQL, XML tags, and these are very small things. Even if I don't, I will check the API and I will write the code, but it's not a problem. We will see.
Yeah, no, it is not a problem. But the thing is that
No,
we are
actually,
going to be see this curriculum, and we have some expectations, right? That's what I'm asking.
definitely.
Why? Because
Custom tag,
once we
custom tag we will see. And last batch I didn't discuss about that Java-based configuration. But you thought about like Java-based configuration means I will add that configurations in the servlets.
yeah. Why I'm asking that that Java-based configuration is in Spring Boot. Everything is depends on that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spring everything we will write the Java-based configurations. Yes.
Okay, and we are going to be discuss this web application security also, right? Form based and
Login page, form based, yes.
okay, yeah, thank you.
Bye guys. Tomorrow we will meet, and tomorrow we'll go for the Eclipse ID processing, and Saturday, Sunday off. Next class will be Monday. Monday I'll start the JDBC first application. Okay, the
So
guys.
and Ratan,
Yes.
one more question, last one. Sorry for interrupting you.
Tell me.
So in Eclipse ID, are we going to be discuss something like debugging of the remote application?
No. That is not possible in Eclipse here. It's possible in STS, like string classes. I will do that.
Okay.
Advanced Java level, it's not possible.
Okay. So we are going to be discuss any other thing, IntelliJ ID or something? Only Eclipse.
Yeah, because in my system I have the STS ID, IntelliJ ID, everything is there. But the point is like I will use these all IDs in the I will use these all IDs in like Spring Boot application. See, this is the IntelliJ ID I have. This is a VSC ID that I installed. I will use these all IDs. There's a Git I installed, and I install like STS ID, Spring Tools ID. These all IDs I will use as part of Spring and Spring Boot applications. Because Advanced Java means very basic. People will come to the classes. That's what. Just we have to move. We can move up. And in the Spring classes, if you use this STS and IntelliJ, they'll get the more clarity. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all, guys. That's all for the day. Meeting tomorrow. We'll continue. Any other questions, please?
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, for doing a JDBC application, sir, for doing a JDBC application, Java and database is mandatory, sir.
JDBC means what?
I mean,
Java application is connecting with the database, right?
yes, sir. For doing the Oracle, Java is mandatory, sir.
Because my Java application to connect to the database means in your system Java required, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Database required, right?
Yes, sir. But doing SQL queries with my doubt is without just for practicing without Java, we can do it Oracle database. Sir.
No. It's not like working with the Oracle database. You are the Java developers. Our requirement is what in the servlets, we have to read the data from the form pages. Whatever the data we are reading the data from the form pages, that data we need to we store into the database. It's not like writing the insert query, update query like this. Okay, only
Yes,
the
sir,
basic. So just to understand the guys who are new to this technology, to understand what is the database, what is the queries means, just we are discussing just 2 days, yesterday and today. But our main intention is what we will not write the queries, right? Whatever the data is coming from the form page as a servlet developer, servlet will read the data from the form pages. After reading the data from the form pages, that data will store into the database using JDBC application, right? By writing the JDBC code, right? That is our target finally.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. If there is no questions, you can drop. Meeting tomorrow. We'll continue. Bye, guys. Tomorrow we'll meet. Let's complete the fee payments. Complete the fee payments by tomorrow at least. Bye.